Well, is this better? What's going on, everybody? I'm back. I am back. I am back. Had a little technical difficulty there. Had to start the live stream back up. Anyway, let me redo this whole thing over. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Isaiah. Coming to you again from Bucko's Locker. Y'all know my slogan. Subscribe, like, comment, share, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Let's get down. Let's get cut to the point. Let's get straight to the point. Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it, man. I ain't even gonna give you the spiel no more. 42-28. The Bucks lose. Is our season over? Dirk Cutter job is in jeopardy. It's just a matter of time before we fire this dude. The inevitable. When are we going to fire Dirk Cutter? When is the ownership is going to step up and say enough is enough? We're 3-5. 9-7 can get you to the playoffs. Do you see the Bucks losing more than 2 games these next 7 weeks? If we lose this game, if we lose another game, it's a wrap. Carolina just basically whipped our butts. Made us look dumb, like we was inept. Poorly coached team. The first half was ridiculous. 35-14 in the first half. We gave them 7 points. Fake punt inside our 40-yard line. Dirk decides, oh, well, let me just run a fake punt. That fake punt turns into a touchdown. How do we win games? By giving up 30 plus points. We can't be a one-trick pony, folks. You can't just throw the ball every down or 90% of the time and expect to win a lot of games. Dork Cutter. If you want to be a good team, you got to run the ball. This is not hard to figure out, folks. It's not. It's not hard to figure this out. Got to run the ball. 41 attempts. Yeah. Good job. 21 rushes. Can't win games when you give up 30 plus points, 400 plus yards a game. Cam Newton was 19 for 25. Completion percentage was immaculate, over 70%. Yards per play, 8 yards per play. Rushing yards. They had 32 attempts, 179 yards. 25 passing attempts, 32 rushing attempts. The Carolina Panthers, great balance. When you a one-trick pony, once your one trick gets stopped, it's good riddance. Oh, it was all good against the Saints, the Eagles. Oh, it was all great. Oh, we was up and down the field. Have y'all watched the Saints the last 7 games? They're on a 7-game winning streak. after we beat them. The Saints have left us in the dust. The Panthers have left us in the dust. The Falcons has caught us and passed us. They're 4-4 now. All that equals to good drafting, good organization structure, good coaching. We're the worst franchise in the NFC South. We're right there next to the Giants. Cardinals, 49ers, Bucks, Giants all fall under the same umbrella. But at least the 49ers got a future. The Cardinals got their future quarterback. The 49ers got their future quarterback. They got good draft picks coming up. Our future, if you look at our roster, it's like I'm almost repeating myself when I say this. Our roster is not bad. But if you look at our roster, do our roster screams out a 3-5 record? No. But when you watch games like we watched today, it's embarrassing. We need a change of voice. People thought Mike Smith was the problem in his defense. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. Dirk Cutter is not a good coach. He just don't. Week in and week out, he continues to get out coached. Yes, we got 3 victories against the Saints, the Eagles, and the lowly Browns, who just fired their coach last week. It's almost like the Saints victory and the Eagles victory was almost fluke victories. Like, because we caught them early in the season, we caught them off guard. But little do you know, our defense was trash in those games as well. We thought firing Dork Cutter was going to help. I'm sorry. When we thought when Dork Cutter fired Mike Smith, everybody thought things was going to change. Oh, Mark Duffner, he's going to come in and get a little more aggressive and show something. We'll go against the Browns, do a good job, and then we folded in the fourth quarter against the Browns. Wait a minute. I thought Mark Duffner was going to change the defense. That was against the Browns, folks. That was against the Browns. The following week, we play the Falcons. And Mark Duffner's defense gets worse. Then we go play the Bengals. Defense got worse. And people like more victories. Oh, the defense played good in the second half. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no more victories. Spent all this money on defense, all these draft picks accumulated over the last 3 years, and you look at the Browns game in the fourth quarter, you look at the Falcons game, you look at the Bengals game, you look at the Panthers game. Like, what in the world? What kind of defense is this? Do y'all still believe in Mark Duffner's defense? It got Mike Smith's scheme written all over it. Mike Smith's scheme written all over that defense today. Because if you notice, Mike Smith defense did the same thing when Mike Smith was the coordinator. Started out pretty bad, and second half adjustments look better. So what is the difference between Mike Smith defense and Mark Duffner's defense? The whole scheme is trash. Mark Duffner will not be the DC next year. No. He coaches the linebackers. Oh, we got a super chat by Allen Robinson. He says, "You think we need to get a quarterback, Ryan Finley of NC State?" No, that's a Mike Glennon 2.0. I don't want Ryan Finley from NC State. That's a Ryan. That's a Mike Glennon 2.0. I don't want Ryan Finley from NC State. Did you watch him against the Clemson defense, a real NFL defense? He looked like trash. Do not draft Ryan Finley. Mike Glennon 2.0. No, 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 no. He's older than Jameis Winston. Anyway, appreciate the super chat, Allen Robinson, but no, I'll take Will Grier over Ryan Finley. Anyway, so back to this game, man. It just it's very sad to keep coming on this channel and just kind of like, I don't want to be negative, but I got to be real with y'all, man. Like, this defense is not good. The team is not good. I don't care what we do on offense. If we can win a 13-10 game, that will be the happiest day in my whole season. You can't keep winning games when you're giving up 30 plus points. The Panthers are not known to be an offensive team. They're known for their defense and good running game. The Panthers out there looking like a top 5 offense. All they was doing is running college plays. They was running college plays on us. On the perimeter. They kept attacking our perimeter. Our offense couldn't keep up with their defense. Their defense was too fast for our offense. They didn't respect our running game. I think we're the only team in the NFL that has allowed every opponent to go over 20 points. I believe. I'm not mistaken. We're one of the few teams that has given up 20 plus points every game. Teams are averaging 400 plus yards a game against us. 30 plus points a game against us. That's historically bad. It don't matter who the quarterback is. Look, just watch the game. Jameis Winston could have went out there and threw 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and y'all still would have been like, he sucks. Ryan Fitzpatrick throws 4 interceptions. I mean, four touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Oh, we got a problem with the defense. You think? Jameis Winston throw 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Jameis Winston's trash. Ryan Fitzpatrick played a decent game. He wasn't that great. He brought us back in the second half, but playing catch up ain't gonna work, man. Did y'all watch the Saints and the Rams game? 2 offenses doing what they want to do. Running attack, passing attack, use the tight end. I mean, y'all keep screaming out this number 1 offense in the NFL. Do y'all realize 90 to 95% of our offense is passing? I'm going to keep telling y'all. Do your research. Have we had a game that we had no turnovers? See, you always got to look at, people like to look at the team, like the players, right? That's cool. But the microcosm of this game is the whole structure of the organization. Inconsistent, confused. They don't give 100% effort. We've turned the ball over every game. It don't matter who the quarterback is. It could have been Ryan Griffin. The scheme is bad. It's a really bad scheme. And most of our turnovers are basically down the field throws. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he looks like he looked when he was with the Texans or with the Jets. You know, a middling quarterback, a veteran journeyman guy, and he's not gonna like wow you like every week. He'll do a job. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. After watching this game, I believe, based on what I've seen today, Ryan Fitzpatrick got about 2 or 3 more games. Once we are officially eliminated from the playoffs, that's right, folks. I'm speaking into the future. Once we are officially eliminated from the playoffs, Jameis Winston will come back and play. As much as I don't want to say that. Once we are officially eliminated from the playoffs in the next week or two, he's going to play Jameis. Watch. I said it here first. Because what's the point of playing Ryan Fitzpatrick when you got 5 more games left? By the time week 10, week 11 hit, it's Jameis back to Jameis Winston. But for this game, you can't blame Jameis Winston. Who do we blame for the Carolina loss? Ryan Fitzpatrick 2 interceptions, Dirk Cutter and his fake punt, Mark Duffner's defense, Jacquizz Rodgers and his non-running self, the poor O-line that can't run block. I mean, who do we blame? Who do we blame? Because for the last 2 weeks, it's been Jameis. We lose a game 42-28, and now everybody's screaming defense. Oh, the defense. Oh, the defense. I told y'all. Dirk Cutter, Mark Doofy, Caleb Benenard, Dotson, Donovan Smith, Brent Grimes, Jacquizz Rodgers. Gotta go. But on a positive note, shouts out to OJ Howard. Shouts out to Adam slow ass Humphrey. I like picking at Adam Humphrey. He's a good player, man, but he's just not explosive enough. But shouts out to OJ Howard and Adam Humphrey. They were the two best people. They were the two best players on the team today. We got a young secondary. And for some strange reason, we drafted Carlton Davis, and he spends a lot of time off the ball. He's a press corner. You drafted him to be a press corner, and you got him 10 yards off the ball. Shouts out to Ryan Fitzpatrick for throwing 4 touchdowns, but I have to take a little bit of that from you because you do 2 interceptions. This is bad, folks. The pass rush outside of Carl Nassib. Gerald McCoy got his one little sack. Woohoo! Here's another season to Gerald McCoy finishing with less than 8 sacks. He needs to be traded. Levante David. You're not looking good out there, bro. Did y'all notice MJ Stewart did not play today? He has regressed. Levante's regressed. Gerald McCoy has completely regressed. MJ Stewart is still a rookie, but he's regressed really bad. I think he was a healthy scratch or something like that. JPP playing hurt. He didn't get his name called today because he was hurt. Vinny Curry, hello, give you all this money, and Carl Nassib playing better than you. Mitch, Bo Allen, non-existent. We paid We paid 2 defensive tackles and drafted one, and drafted a 3-4 nose tackle to stop the run when it's a freaking passing league. This game shows you right here. Why will a team attack us up the middle when we pretty strong up the middle? You attack us on the perimeter, and Carolina exposed our defense even worse. Carolina exposed our defense even worse. Vita, non-existent. He spent our first round pick, our first round defensive lineman spent most of the time on the ground, getting pushed out the way. Vinny Curry, our free agent signing in the offseason from the Eagles. How many sacks does he have this season? 1.5. Gerald McCoy ain't showing up. Carl Nassib and Jason Pierre-Paul is the two best defensive linemen we got. William Golston? Mm-mm. Mitch? Mm-mm. Bo Allen? Them boys can't rush the passer? Spent all that. See, this is what. You know what? I'm going to give y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. This is why. If I can find it. Okay. If I can find this. If I can find this. I'm trying to tell. If I can find this, I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, I found it. Now here we go. We're gonna talk a little bit about Jason Light and his since he became the GM. Oh, Jonathan Brutus, super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Jonathan. Jonathan says Derwin James is balling the Chargers. Yeah, he's one of the top rated safeties, even as a rookie. Pro Football Focus has him graded as number 1 and number 2 safety in the NFL, even as a rookie. Him and Jesse Bates. And we passed on both of those. But we'll get to that point in a second. I just wanted to kind of give y'all the insight on how bad Jason Light has done. Now, the 2014 draft, Mike Evans, Safarian Jenkins, Charles Sims, Kadeem Edwards, Kevin Pamphlet, and Robert Heron. The 2014 draft, one guy still on the team, Mike Evans. The 2015 draft, that's Jameis, Donovan Smith, Ali Marpet, Quan, Kenny Bell, Keelan Clay, and Joey Asafoe. So, of course, Jameis is on the team. Donovan Smith, Ali Marpet, Quan. That was a pretty good draft in 2015. The jury's out on Donovan Smith, by the way. Ali Marpet, Pro Bowler. James Winston, future in the air right now, which hurts. Quan got hurt. Good player, though. The 2016 draft, Jason Light's draft, by the way. Vernon Hargraves, first round. Noah Spence, Roberto Aguayo, Ryan Smith, Caleb Benenard, Devontae Bond, Dan Vitale. Thanks a lot, Dirk. Jason. The 2016 draft was a wash. And the reason why I'm going back and I'm giving y'all this because I'm gonna give y'all where we at today. The 2016 draft has been a wash. Vernon Hargraves, underachieved. Noah Spence, not even getting playing time. Probably gonna get cut or traded. Roberto Aguayo, y'all know that story. Ryan Smith still on the team. He's a special teams guy. Trash cornerback. Caleb Benenard, 5th round pick, starting. He's a trash guard. Trash. Devontae Bond, special teamer. Dan Vitale, not even on the team no more. That is the 2016 draft. A whole draft class as a bust. Thanks a lot, Jason Elijah. 2017 draft. OJ Howard, when we had Cameron Brate, which is a good pick. Justin Evans, okay safety, not nothing special. Chris Godwin, special player. Kendall Beckwith, good linebacker. Jeremy McNichols, he got cut. Stevie, I can't pronounce the last name, not on the team no more. So the 2017 draft, OJ Howard, Justin Evans, Chris Godwin, Kendall Beckwith. First 4 picks. Okay. That's cool. 2018 draft. First round, Via. Second round, Ronald Jones, MJ Stewart, Carlton Davis. Third round, Alex Kappa. Fourth round, Jordan Whitehead. Fifth round, Justin Watson. Sixth round, Jack Ditchy. So the 2016 draft, all bust. I'm officially saying it. The 2016 draft is all bust. You can't miss on a draft like that. 7 players you missed on. Vernon Hargreaves is not going to be an elite cornerback. He's going to be an average guy. The 2017 draft, our first 4 picks were actually good picks. The 2018 draft, so far, Via, bust. Ronald Jones, bust. Can't stay healthy. MJ Stewart, bust. Regress really bad. Carlton Davis, starter. He's a keeper. Alex Kappa has yet to see the playing field. Jordan Whitehead has been playing good. He's a rookie. Justin Watson, he's been playing pretty good in the preseason. And Jack Sitchy, ACL injury. So the fast forward all the way up until this point to this game, the talent disparity through the draft has lacked pretty bad. So this is the results you're going to see week in and week out. Games like the Carolina Panthers, the 42-28 beatdown. You're going to see games like this because of look at the draft classes. Now this year's draft class, I'm not saying they are a total bust, but right now they're not producing. And watching all these other rookies produce, and then you look at this game, there's one particular rookie that we could have gotten this game that plays for the Carolina Panthers. He goes by the name of Dante Jackson, the guy that shut down Deshaun Jackson. We didn't pick him. We picked MJ Stewart. Thanks, Jason. Why didn't you pick Dante Jackson? I don't know. MJ Stewart is nowhere near better than Dante Jackson. And then we see our first round defensive lineman, Via, getting drug over the field. In the meantime, I'm watching Derwin James, beast. I'm watching Mika Fitzpatrick, beast. I'm watching Jesse Bates, beast. I look at this game, we need secondary help. The point I'm trying to make is, folks, this game just gives you an idea of how the organization thinks when it comes to talent. It's pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. The talent disparity between the Panthers and the Bucs is not even close. The Panthers are way better than the Bucs right now. It's pretty bad, man. This game was an ugly game. And yes, people are going to try to give the moral victory of Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing 4 touchdowns and all that. He brought us back and all that. Unacceptable. If y'all so hard on Jameis, I'm going to be hard on Ryan Fitzpatrick. You can't throw 2 interceptions. Not with our defense. We missed on way too many picks in the last 4 years. And that's on Jason. Y'all can say Lovie Smith drafted Jameis Winston. I get that part in 2015. But Jason had a part in that too. And this is why Jason Elijah is going to get fired as well. How do you miss on a whole draft class and possibly another one? 2016 draft class, boy, you can get fired for that. The 2018 draft class, woo, Carlton Davis and Jordan Whitehead is the only two I'm looking at right now. The rest is it's only going to get worse. I'm going to do a video of the players that we could have drafted in the last 4 or 5 years that could have been on our team. That's a separate video, but I just want to kind of give y'all insight, tying this, giving y'all the insight on our draft classes in the last 4 years, and then watching this game today. The talent in certain positions hasn't been addressed. The O-line didn't address that. The D-line, we tried that through free agency, didn't work. The secondary is basically all drafted, except for Brent Grimes. It's getting pretty bad, folks. We got another super chat by Shockstar 941. How long before we reach the playoffs? We can be a playoff team next year. I can get it. The season is not over yet. I mean, we can go on this miracle run. We can go 6-2 and finish 9-7. But with this defense, I just don't see us winning 9 games. Watching this game, I've already got it set in my mind that we're not going to win 9 games. Remember a couple weeks ago I told y'all we got to go 10-6, 9-7 to make the playoffs? We're not going 9-7. We're not going 10-6. Playoffs? Nah. At best, 8-8, 7-9, 6-10, somewhere up in there. We have a couple winnable games. That's if the defense play right. Another super chat. Jonathan Brutus says Villa was not needed. Period. I'm gonna have to agree with you, Jonathan. Villa was not needed at pick number 12. Should have got secondary help. In a passing league, we draft a defensive tackle to stop the run. Why, Jason Lynch? Why? I have nothing personal against Villa, but when you got Derwin James and Mika Fitzpatrick sitting there, come on, fam. You take those guys. You take those guys 10 times out of 10. If I guarantee you, if he was to redo that draft, he would draft one of those guys. Villa stay hurt, stay on the ground. We got 8 more weeks of this, folks. Now, this team can turn it around with the right coach. Just watch the Rams. Look at the Bears. The Bears look really good. Even though Mitchell Trubisky still not a good quarterback, you saw his numbers today. Trash. The Bears overall is a good team, not because of the quarterback, because of the system. They drafted good on defense. They picked it up. They picked up good free agents. They drafted really good on defense. They're young. They're strong. They got good weapons, young weapons. And we got the same thing. We just got bad coaching. This can be a situation where once we get the right coach, the whole team will look different. And I know people like to throw up Dirk Cutter, and the offense looks so good. The offense shoots blanks, folks. The offense got to consistently score over 30 points to win a game. I don't care about the number 1 offense in the league. Just like y'all say, oh yeah, Jameis threw 4 touchdowns, but he threw 2 interceptions or 3 interceptions, so that don't mean nothing. I don't care about the number 1 offense. I want to win. Dirk, yes, he's improved the offense, but that's not going to keep him his job. His job as a head coach is to get the team together. You can tell where all the energy has been at this offseason. Offense. Jason Licht thought that by signing a couple of defensive tackles, two D linemen, drafting a bunch of rookies in the secondary, and a rookie running back was going to change the team. Signing Deshaun Jackson. That was cute. Has it translated to wins? No. We're not going to finish the season good, folks. We might win a couple more games, and I'll be happy about that, but I'm still going to be real. I'm sitting here thinking about we could have had Mika Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, either or of those guys. We could have had Jesse Bates, Dante Jackson, Justin Reed, but we chose Via, Rojo, Carlton Davis, MJ Stewart in the first two rounds. Can you? Jonathan with another super chat. He says, I'm so furious. It's the same sugar honey iced tea every goddamn year. Excuse my language. But I'm not but I'm tired not being a household name. In a passing league, we beefed up the defensive lineman. The Panthers exposed us even more. We can't stop the perimeter. Brent Grimes still don't want to tackle. Blown coverages. Devontae Bond and Darius Taylor, backups not playing well. Jerome McCoy stay hurt. JPP hurt. I mean, just a bad effort, poor effort through the whole game. And once again, we gave up over 400 yards total offense and over 30 points. Where do the Bucks go from here? Where do the Bucks go from here? Two more games around Fitzpatrick. Jameis Winston time for the last 4 or 5 games. Dirk is going to play Jameis, folks, whether you like it or not. Even though I said it a couple weeks ago that Dirk should, don't play Jameis, but the way this season's going, when you're out of the playoffs, he's going to play him. I think we're gonna be the new Rams once we get the right coach. I'm already past Dirk Cutter, folks, as you can see this. I told y'all Mike Smith was gonna get fired. Dirk Cutter next. The odds of him being fired is plus 450. Vegas odds got him. They got Vance Joseph number 1, the Broncos coach, and then Dirk Cutter at plus 400, and then Dirk is number 2 at plus 450. The next two coaches being fired. I don't think Dirk makes it through the season. 2 more losses, he's a lame duck coach. Go back to being the OC. Not for us, though. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Watch. The Rams was looking like straight trash under Jeff Fisher. Now, granted, the Rams' problem was offensively, right? We're the opposite of the Rams. Our problem is defensively. See, the Rams were really bad offensively. They had Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And they had the defense was okay. The defense was pretty good. Because Jeff Coach is a defensive minded coach, right? They didn't fix they drafted Jared Goff. They had Todd Gurley. They added Aaron Donald. They added some pieces, right? And the minute they got a coach that was innovative to help the offense, Sean McVay, the Rams took off. Offensively, they took off. Defensively, the pieces was already there. They hired Wade Phillips. Sean McVay was smart. 31-year-old coach at the time hired Wade Phillips, a former head coach, a proven defensive coordinator, to shore up the defense and to be an assistant head coach. Now, fast forward to the Bucs. The Bucs is in the same situation, kind of. Horrible on defense, good on offense. But we need a coach that can come in and focus on that defense and make sure you keep a good OC or hire a good OC to teach whoever the quarterback is next year. And boom, there you have it with the Rams. We can be the Rams next year if we get the defense down pat. We need a Sean McVay of the defense. Our offense is going to always be straight. We just got to get a better OC that knows the game, know how to run the ball, and be balanced. But we are on the teetering line of being the Rams next year by just hiring the right coach, a defensive-minded coach that's going to hire the right offensive staff to utilize our weapons, and so he can focus on the defense. I wouldn't even worry about the offense like that. I really believe it doesn't matter who's the OC, because whoever's the OC is gonna make sure the offense is good. We got too many weapons. Once we get that running back situation shored up and the right side of the line shored up, it's the defense we got to focus on, folks. Now, do we hire a defensive minded coach? A proven coach. We give Rojo one more shot next year, and we see how the running game look. But if there's an opportunity to sign a running back, sign him. We are losing games that we can win. We could have beat the Steelers. Of course, the Bears game was a wash. We could have beat the Falcons. Beat the Browns. We could have beat the Bengals. And if we had the right defense, we could have beat the Panthers. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But this game was a wash. Time and time again, every week, Dirk is getting outcoached. He has too many signature bad calls, leaving Jameis Winston in too long, not running the football, throwing too much, bad O-line play, throwing the ball too much, making bonehead decisions in the game. I can't believe he called a fake punt inside of our 40-yard line. And every time I turn around, oh, we got the number one offense in the league. I don't care about that. Do y'all know why he got canned in Atlanta? Him and Mike Smith? Atlanta got tired of that. Go back and look at Matt Ryan's numbers when Dirk was the OC. 15 plus interceptions all 3 seasons. Matt Ryan threw a lot of interceptions under Dirk. It's not just the quarterbacks, folks. It's his system. It's a down the field system. Atlanta had no running game when Dirk was the OC. But they had the number one offense, though, because a lot of y'all was passing. We hired Atlanta Falcons rejects, thinking that we're going to have the same, same Experience. Matt Ryan looks so much better without Dirk Cutter. Numbers look off the chain. Meanwhile, Dirk got Jameis and Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing a lot of interceptions. That's coaching, folks. The coaching circles is basically a bunch of recycled coaches. The Rams got smart. The Rams said, we're going to hire a young, energetic coach. The Bears said, we're going to hire a younger, energetic coach. Even the Colts looking better. The Bears looking better. The Falcons went with Dan Quinn from Seattle. Atlanta Falcon defense look a whole lot better under Dan Quinn versus Mike Smith. We got to hire somebody off the Ravens staff, the Panthers staff. I mean, any team that got a good defense. Because this game, the defense was all we couldn't even tackle. We are a soft defense. Christian McCaffrey breaking tackles? The guy weighs like 190 pounds. I wouldn't mind Tony Dungy being the GM. What y'all think about that? Tony Dungy as the GM. People saying Josh McDaniels. John Harbaugh might get fired by the Ravens. Do we hire John Harbaugh? I don't. I really believe Tony Dungy will consider it. But there's my recap of the video. I know I was all over the place on some other subjects, but I had to mix that in. But this game was a total disgrace. Summarizes our season. Never a complete game. We have yet to play a complete game. And I don't think we'll ever play a complete game, to be honest with you, with that defense and that special teams. Oh, let me guess. Shouts out to Chandler Cameron-Zaro. He made all his extra points. Whoopie doody. You got one job, Chandler. We got a lot of issues, folks. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? With that being said, the Bucks is 3-5. Playoff hopes is fading away. With that being said, it's Bucko's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. All the links are in the description box. If you want to click on one of those links, feel free to click on one of those links. The descriptions are there in the box. For all you haters, I know, give it to me. Keep hating. I'm going to keep putting out these videos as we push towards 3,000 subscribers. With that being said, my day is over with, folks. Getting ready for the work week. Y'all have a good week. I'll be making more videos this week. Stay tuned. I appreciate everybody in the chat room showing me some love. I appreciate all the super chats. Those are highly appreciated. But y'all know my slogan. I want y'all to fire those cannons and siege the day. I'm out.